Hello, you're welcome to Excel for Beginner. If you are very new to Excel, this video is for you. To start with Excel, you can simply just press Windows key and R. Windows key, you see it close to Alt key, press it, the combination of Windows key and R. Now, in the box, type Excel, click OK. Click OK, and to take you to a new Excel window. Click the blank workbook. Now, this is the Excel environment. You will see the menu or the tabs where we have home, file, insert, page, layout, formulas, and the rest. You will see this box is called name box. You get to know what it's used for. Then this is called formula bar. It's used to view the formula you use to do your calculation. You can also use it to edit the content of a cell. So the first thing you should know is each of these is a cell. That is the intersection of row and a column form a cell. But when we now have multiple cells, then let's say this is a range. That is, combination of cells is a range. Now, you need to know what is cell address and what is range address. Now, for example, what is the address of this? The reason why we need to know the address is because of formula. So for calculation, I mean to say, now, if you are doing calculation, maybe you have 30 here, you have 50 here, and you need to either multiply, add it up, subtract it, or whatever you like to do with it. You need to know address for each cell. Now, how do we know it? Easy. Just click on it, look at the name box that I mentioned before. You see it's showing that, okay, I just click B2, so the address is B2. Or just look at where the cell is on column B, is in row 2. So that gives it the B2. Same for 50. It's in column C, row 2. That gives it address C2. So these are the addresses I will use when I'm doing calculation. Why is it important? Okay, let's find out. Let's say I'm using the raw value in the calculation. To start calculation, always start with equal to sign. Let's say I type the 30. Then let's assume I want to add it up, plus 50. I press enter. Of course, the answer is correct, but let me change any of the value to, let's say, 100. You see that the answer remains the same, 80. And it's supposed to be automated. Now, let's do it right way. Let's use the cell addresses. I'll start again. Equal to, if you like, you can click on the value. It will generate the cell address plus 50. It generates the cell C2. Press enter. That's 150. Correct, right? Now let's change the value. Let's say 170. Press the enter. You see that automatically the answer changes. That is why it is very good to always use cell address in your calculation. Now let's talk about range. Now we have 3 cells. That is a range. A range, we starting from B2 to D2. So how do you write a range address? If you are writing range address, I'll write it as B2 colon D2. This is how I will write range address. We cannot use dash as your range to represent range. I cannot do this. If I do this, is regarded as, okay, I'm subtracting D2 from B2. So that's why I will not do that. Now let's see. Let's learn our first formula. The first formula, when we are calculating or adding up, a range is equal to sum. Do you see? Open bracket. Open bracket, the range you want to sum. I want to sum this range. This range, if you like, you can highlight it so that the range also appears. Close the bracket. Press enter. Or just type it. Equal to sum. Open bracket. Click colon and click the last cell. Close your bracket. Enter. You see, you still have the same thing. So a range could be horizontally or vertically. Could be vertically or horizontally. So when we are doing addition, the formula is, look at it in the formula bar, equal to sum, open bracket, B2 colon D2. And it will sum from B2 to D2, not B2 and D2. Now what about if we are doing average? I will say equal to average, the formula, do you see? Formula will always generate. Look at it here. Press tab to pick it. Okay, I want to find average from here. Let's say to here. You can see that is from B2 to D2 again. Close the bracket, enter. Do you see? That is the average between B2 to D2. Rather, if I'm calculating, I want to know what is the minimum value. Okay, I'll just type MIN, open bracket. Same from B2 to D2. Let's see the minimum value. 50 is the minimum. Okay, Robert, I'm looking for the highest. Okay, that's max, equal to max from B2 to D2. Close the bracket. And 220 is the maximum. Do you see? Rabbi, if I want to subtract a value from another equal to, let's say 170 minus dash 50. Do you see? Answer is 120. Rabbi, if I want to multiply, okay, let's say I'm multiplying 170 by 50 equal to, click 170, which is B2 asterisk or star, then C2. Do you see? This is the basic calculation that we want to learn in this first class. Join us for the next class when we'll be going further in our class.